Hi guys. Okay, I am boiling a bunch of milk, half a cup of buttermilk, and half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Not boiling it, I'm heating it up really slowly. And so, okay, so let's give it a little swirl. Okay. And check the temperature. I've got it heated. I just started. So, okay, we have a little bit longer, which is okay because I'm cutting this cheesecloth. Hold on. I bought this cheesecloth some time ago, like years ago. It was in my craft box. I don't know what craft I was using it for. So, but it's food grade. So I cut this much of it. This is the closest thing I have to a colander, so we'll be using that. And I'm gonna just cut this and line it with like 3 or 4 layers. And then I will strain the curdles. Hopefully it curds up after it sits. So first I cook it to the right temperature, and then I shut it off and I let it curdle, and then we strain it for quite a while. This is how we're making our ricotta. I really have to layer it up because those are big holes, so we don't want any of the cheese to cut it and shape it and stuff, so that's what I'm doing. All right, let's check again. Ah, here we are. We can't boil it. Yay. Okay, let's shut it off. Now we got to put our vinegar in. And now I have to mix it gently for 10 to 15 seconds. And then I have to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. This is after 15 minutes and it's starting to curd up, but it's supposed to have like a milky yellow green. I know that sounds gross, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another tablespoon of vinegar and then I'm gonna close it up for another 10 minutes. And it is making the yellowish whatever. It's separating the whey. So we're gonna cover it up and let it sit for 10 more minutes just to see like if we can get more, because the curdles are gonna be what ends up being the ricotta. You're probably gonna laugh at me, but this is the closest thing to a colander I have. And I'm using this broken teacup, which was made in China, by the way. Well, we're improvising here. Okay, so that's what we have to keep the curds out of the way. We're ready. Okay. Let's start this way. When I saw people doing this online, I was like, oh my gosh, how gross. But now that we need cheese, I guess it's not going to be so bad. Okay? So, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I just realized when I said that a minute ago, curds and whey. Okay, little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. I just thought that was so funny. Like, I never knew. Okay, I didn't really understand that. I've been saying that nursery rhyme all my life, and I didn't know what curds and whey were. Yay! Let's see. Oh, don't mind that. Okay, this is not high enough. Do you see, guys? Look, it's not high enough. I'm gonna have to get a different, I'll get a bigger bowl and put it upside down. Okay. So there we go. And now I'm supposed to gather my cheesecloth, strain it as well as I can. Next time I'll give myself more leeway around the edges. I already see that I should have done that. Strain it as much as I can. And then, it splashed. Oh, do you see? Look, some of the curds are coming out. Oh my gosh, all that for this little bit of cheese. But we need it. So, okay. It really gives you an appreciation, like a brand new appreciation for this. I need, like for your food, you know, I need something really heavy though. So let me find that really quick. This is heavy. This is my colander, or I'm sorry, my mortar and pestle. It's just heavy. That's some salt I'm making. It's black salt and Celtic salt. I'm just putting it here because it's heavy. Okay, so we have to leave it for 10 to 15 minutes and let gravity do its job. You can see it's barely above, like, all the way, so that's okay. All the way, get it? I have this chorizo. I will put it in there while the pan is cold. I'll smash it up and put the heat on, and it will render a lot of oil, a lot of fat. This is like the cheapest chorizo you can get. So I've learned how to work with it. We'll add a pound of ground turkey. Ground beef is pretty expensive, so turkey is pretty mild. This is my pizza dough again. I know I just made pizza the other day, but kids like pizza. I couldn't think of anything else really to make. So we're letting this rise. The chorizo is in there, and then I put like 3 tablespoons of water, and we cook it really, really slow and low. Okay, it renders a lot of oil. Brown it, cook it up really good in there. Oh my gosh, my audiobook is so funny. And since it's beef chorizo, it'll give it like a smoky flavor. Okay, let's see how our cheese came out. It's supposed to be creamy. I don't want it to be too hard, like a paneer, because it doesn't melt. If it's creamy and we put it like on pizza dough, yeah, look at that. Hey, it is a little bit stiff. Well, it's not like as creamy as I'd like it to be. I can put some whey. Let me try it. It's good. I should have used salt, but it's good. It's yummy, guys. Yay. I hope it all goes good together. Like, this is what I have in the house. This is what I have to cook. We do our best with what we have. Since my cheese is not going to melt, it's not gonna melt. So it's gonna crumble. So I just used my last 2 pieces of Colby Jack cheese. I spread them around, and I'm going to now sprinkle these all the way around. And I have some Kraft Parmesan cheese. Actually, I got it from the food pantry. I don't normally buy that kind of Parmesan cheese. And then we'll put that on top, and then we'll bake it. That's what we're doing. It's gonna come out great. I told Willie about it, and he was like, cool. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I just had to trust the process. I actually think it's gonna be really good, because believe it or not, the meat doesn't taste like chorizo. It just tastes smoky, like turkey meat that tastes a little beefy. And I just put a little extra salt in the meat, so I didn't put any more salt into the cheese. This cheese, like this farmer's cheese or homemade cheese, whatever, the cheese under it is going to kind of like hold it down. I put some butter around the edges. I remember I was telling you guys like about this Kraft stuff they gave us at the food pantry. So I'm gonna just sprinkle some on the crust, and we're gonna pop it in the microwave. No, we're gonna pop it in the oven. Let's go. Okay, now it's got its Parmesan cheese. It's got its like our homemade ricotta, farmer's paneer, I don't know what, the homemade cheese, and our Colby Jack, our ground turkey flavored with beef chorizo, and our pizza sauce. Let's bake. This is how it came out. See, the Colby Jack like melted it. It's creamy, and that's just the sauce kind of cooking through. I did put Parmesan on the crust, and it rose pretty well. So okay, Willie's excited. He's like, yeah, that looks good. So I'm just like, because you know, making this cheese was the first time I've ever done anything like that, so I had to give it to him on like something he's familiar with, like pizza, if I wanted to try it. So, and also you know, we have to use what we have. So I'll let you guys know if it's good. I am actually not hungry, but it's like it took a lot out of me cooking this. Let's see. It's actually good. If I had mozzarella cheese to, you know, pair with my other cheese, it would be better. I'll enjoy this tomorrow for lunch. Okay, guys, it was an adventure. See you next time. Bye.